Hello and welcome to my next video. This is about the walls of York. Put a couple of pictures up here of the walls, give you an idea. Obviously this one says one-way system clockwise as you go around. As it says here, this is my starting point, Micklegate. This is coming in from the A64A1 end, Leeds end of York. You can actually drive through, there's an arch on the left there, you can drive through that way but you can't come back out. So this is from the inside. This is on Micklegate itself. And accessing the walls going up these stairs. And as you see, there's a lot of steps, and in some areas there's like drops off the side as well. So obviously it's not suited to anyone with any disability, not possibly suited for smaller kids either. They're always wanting to run ahead, etc., and I wouldn't recommend that. So just walking along, in a minute you'll see to one side there, that is called Toff Green, and to this side that's called Queen Street. That road there, as I'm walking, it's taking us round towards the train station, railway station. Another thing I'll point out is the height of the walls compared to the footpath as you're walking along it. In this area it's quite low, and especially the little cutout areas are low down. Take care, don't lean over them too far. In other areas it's really high and you can't even see over. I believe that building is the Network Rail headquarters. There's plenty of areas like this where you can sit down as well, have a little rest if you want. If the weather's nice enough, have a little picnic. And that's the beginning of the railway station there. So now on the right there we've got a new development called Hudson Quarter. Lots of nice flats going up there inside the city walls. Lovely view of the walls from some of them. And I think the road on the left has now changed to Station Road, because obviously the station's there, that would make sense. And this is one of the areas that I'm saying where there's a drop off one side. It's not particularly a long drop here. I was thinking it was maybe 5-6 feet to the grass, but then the grass is steeply sloped, so if you fall off you're going to end up rolling all the way down as well. And that hotel there next to the railway station is called the Principal York Hotel. And at the moment they've got in their garden the Thor's teepee tent. I do believe that moves around different areas of York, but at the moment that's where it is. My phone. There you go, station on the left, hotel on the right, and the white thing you can see in the distance there, that was the bit of the tent that you could see. So there, that white blob you can just see in the middle of the trees, that's the Thor's teepee tent. And there you can see straight ahead in the distance York Minster, and the walls do basically go all the way around the Minster. Some areas they're quite close to the Minster, other areas like now we're actually quite a long way from it, but it does go all the way around. And as you'll see, there are sections of the wall that are missing, so you do have to come down from the wall, walk along a road maybe or a footpath for a while and rejoin it, but I think there's 3 short sections where it's missing. So that is the new 5-star hotel, that's the Grand. And now we're looking at Station Rise on the right. As you can see, this part of the walls at the moment are closed. Just a small section here, probably by the time you watch this it'll be okay, all fixed, but they're just doing some repair works, so you just have to come down for that small section there. So that's the part where Station Rise goes under the wall and becomes Station Road. There you can see that's where they're doing the work. And I believe that's the Grand, and I believe the one on the left of the picture there is Malmaison, which is a lovely rooftop bar apparently. Nice little pub there called the Maltins. And that's where you would normally, if the path wasn't shut, you could come all the way down here. You would still need to come on the path here and cross over on, this is Lendal Bridge that I'm starting to cross over. Another little cafe bar there. More works going on with the bridge. Lovely old building that. And there's the first shot of the river. And onto Landell Bridge. Loads of these quirky little coffee shops hidden all over as well. So that's looking down towards this Star in the City, a nice pub. Which is sort of in the museum gardens. There you go, there's the path going down to the river for the riverboat trips as well. And that's how you can get down to the Star in the City. Or, if you walk a bit further along here, as you look over the wall to the left, there's a path going down. That goes down to the river and the Star in the City. You can see on the left there's some remnants of the wall, but you can't walk on that part. And coming up in a minute there's the entrance to the museum gardens, and at the moment they're shut, but I would say normally go through there, you walk through the museum gardens, you come out on the other side onto Marygate, and you can see the walls, but again you can't join them on Marygate. But in a minute you'll see. I'll fast forward this part because I'm just bypassing the museum gardens as a shot. I'll fast forward this bit because there's none of the walls here. So I've just gone past the Theatre Royal, there's the De Grey rooms, and that's the art gallery. And there you can see the walls coming back from the left, but you can't actually walk on that part. You can follow it around from Bootham. And inside that little bit there's a doorway. There's like a little museum thing, you can go in there normally, but again, because of COVID times, that one's shut, but again, hopefully by the time you come to York, this will all be open. So now I'm going to cross over here onto High Petergate, but I'm actually going to go up onto the wall, so I won't be going on to High Petergate. Yeah, through there, that's High Petergate, and that's the Lamb and Lion pub just there as well. And here are the stairs that take you up onto the wall again. That's High Petergate. And this is inside Bootham Bar. And now we're back onto the walls properly. That's looking out on the crossroads there, that's Bootham. And this is the beer garden for the Lamb and Lion. And that's the back of shops and things that are on Gillygate on the left. There you go, Lamb and Lion. Good food. As soon as you come away from the roads, it's silent, so quiet, even though you're still right in the middle of York. It's lovely and quiet here. And here you can see what I was saying about how close you get to the Minster. This is like going round the northwest corner of the Minster. And again, that's looking over the back of places that are on Gillygate. Loads of nice little shops and businesses on Gillygate. Pointing out some graffiti there. Walls that have been there thousands of years and somebody's decided to write on it. So I think that's Gillygate, and along there you've got there's a pub called the Gillygate, so that might be their beer garden, I'm not sure, but you've got a nice little shop called Snow Home, and there's a nice little coffee place called Osborne's at 68. That's really nice as well. Still overlooking Gillygate there. Not a lot to report. Some lovely gardens there on the right. I believe a lot of those are privately owned homes. Now that road that you can see just up ahead now, that's called Lord Mayor's Walk, and that building you could see was the university, a part of the university. We've got quite a few buildings in York. And then we're coming to the end here. I believe this little end is called Robin Hood Tower. So this is sort of turning, obviously clockwise, taking us to follow the path of Lord Mayor's Walk. Here we go, Robin Hood Tower. And that is overlooking Lord Mayor's Walk there. That's the only building you could see straight ahead. And it's quite a long drop from there. There, that's the uni. So now I'd say we're going across the north. If you sort of try and imagine the walls are on four sides like a box all the way around York, this is like the top side, the north side. Still following Lord Mayor's Walk. And here you can see the walls are quite a bit higher than they were earlier on. Yeah, I'm 6'2". So there you go, it's 6'2" high. And there's some more uni buildings across the other side of Lord Mayor's Walk. Some really old ancient looking buildings that they use for the university, really nice. And this is the University of York and St John's, by the way, not York University. Again, I believe a lot of these are private housing. Some nice houses there. And it's so secluded and quiet on that side, it's lovely. Go over the other side, really busy road. And there, look how high it is there. 7 foot there. And I believe that building there, just in front of the Minster, is Gray's Court. Oh, there you go. Gray's Court. And they've got a lovely beer garden. And there's quite a few of those plaques that tell you information about all different things along the way. Very interesting. I won't tell you all about them. It's nice to experience the walk and read some of these things. So there's that beer garden I was saying about. It's lovely there, especially on a nice sunny day. Some more private housing. That's a lovely spot there. If you live there, give me a thumbs up. That's a lovely house. So it's got a nice rooftop garden there as well. That's beautiful. So you can see how close some of the buildings are, private houses. Look at this gap here. Obviously at some point in history the houses have all been built up close to the walls and they reopened the walls, and this is how close it is to some people's houses. We're coming up to Monk Bar. That is Monk Bar there, which is above Monk Gate. So that's looking down onto the beginning of Monk Gate. So that's the junction of Monkgate and Lord Mayor's Walk and Dewberry. Watch your head if you're over 6'2". So this is a part where you've got to go down, cross over and go back up again. So you're coming down some steps. Watch your head again here, really low. We're now on to Monk Gate. There's a pub just there called the Keystones. That's quite nice. Carrying on, going back up.
Thank you.
I think certain times of the year you can actually go in there. I don't know, you have to pay, but that bit of the wall, the Monk Bar, I think you can go in there. And there's the back of Keystones. Not that particularly run down building, but me trying to do some nice artistic shots there, didn't work. There you go, that's the beer garden for Keystones. Again, look how high the wall is. And I think that little building there used to be an ice store for keeping cold food in and stuff like that. Apparently it's quite deep if you go inside there. And the road over the back of there was called Dewberry, and apparently this is the area where they used to bury the Jews, hence Dewberry. Yeah, so there's another view of the Georgian Ice House. It's that funny little igloo. by the way.
Thank you.
That is the corner tower of the Roman fort, apparently. Excavated a few years ago. And again, you can see it's quite a long drop, but we've got the railings there, so you're alright here. Old toilets, maybe?
Thank you very much.
Just down there on the right, it's like well, I think they call it a secret garden. It's open to the public, and you can just go in there, I'm pretty sure. It's just quite hard to find. There's a church there called St Cuthbert's. Don't know if you can see it through the trees. If you find St Cuthbert's and go around the back, you've found yourself the secret garden. So as you can see up ahead, we're going downstairs and we're going to have to come off the walls again because that's where it ends for a short period. But again, I will fast forward the bit where I'm just walking along the street, as it were. So here we go. I'm just going to cross over Pizon Green. So you basically cross diagonally across two lanes here. And the road ahead is called Foss Islands Road. we go, I'm going to fast forward. That's the River Foss. An old footbridge that used to go onto that piece of land over there that's like a nature reserve. There, don't follow the foss that curls off to the right, stay on Foss Island Road. Grab a bottle of wine as you go past this wine shop. Cross Navigation Road, and in a minute on the right you'll see the red tower where the wall starts again. Here we go. The red tower. Again, it's closed because of COVID, but normally you can go in there. I think they have coffee and snacks, and I think you pay them what you think you should pay. We're going to carry on up the walls, still following Foss Island Road there on the left, and as you can see there's no barrier on the right, but it's not particularly high yet. About a 6 foot drop onto grass, so still be careful. And it does get higher as well. And I would say we're about halfway at this point, distance wise. Yeah, very low there. Careful, you could quite easily fall through one of those gaps if you lean out. You can see it's a bit more of a drop already. Every time we've gone up steps, we're getting further away from the ground, so to speak. So, yeah, start being a bit more careful here. And then we're coming back down. More private housing. What a view they've got of the walls. That's lovely, isn't it? And there you can see that's the end of Foss Island Road, the junction with Lawrence Street, or Hull Road some people call it. on that up ahead is Wormgate Bar. So that road there on the right is Wormgate. We've got Foss Island on our left, Lawrence Street coming from the left, and straight on is Barbican Road. And there on that piece of the bar there is actually a little cafe that you can sit outside, but obviously it's shut today again. So I'm going to go down, cross over and join the other side. And I believe this is the oldest working portcullis. Little door that they used to shut the big doors, but you could still access through the little doors. And anyone visiting used to come through that far archway, stop here, and then the archman, bowman could check everything from above before you were allowed in. And on those walls now, like I say, there's tables and chairs, you can have a coffee up there. There, that's the cafe up there. And the cat, watch the cat, can jump on you. Won't really, it's not real. Just in case.
So
No, I think the road has changed names there. I think
that's where you can go in
called. Have a coffee there, and that's where you can sit in the open air if you want. And there's another road junction you can see over there. So I think that's Barbican Road, and it goes off to the left there. And then the road that I'm going to follow is off to the right here. It's called Paragon Street. And that's where the Barbican actually is. The Barbican where they play snooker and they have bands, things there. Nice little venue. And it's right next door to the Stay City. So if you come into York and you're staying at the Stay City, this is the end of York that you'll be in. So that bluish looking building there, that's the Stay City.
Oh, nice day for sitting there. Beautiful. Right.
Not a very good view of it, but that's the Barbican. That's a better view there. Then that road turns left and becomes Fawcett Street. And this is Fishergate Bar. I believe that pub there is short, I'm not sure. What's called the Phoenix Inn. So here's Fishergate Bar. Obviously you can't drive through it, but you can walk.
Bless you.
Again, it's quite a drop on one side there. I'm coming to another corner. And that down there is called Fishergate, the road itself. So that's the way coming in from Selby. That's Fishergate. And then this tower we're coming to is called Fishergate Postern Tower. And this is another stretch where there's no wall, so we're going to come down here. That road there you can see is called Piccadilly. So obviously you can't go any further. And you're going to turn left there and go through that arch. So we're going to carry straight across that road, past the Wetherspoons there. I'll speed it up for you so you don't have to just see the walk where there's no wall, but basically you're going to cross over the road there and over that bridge that goes over the foss. So here we are, or here I am, going over the River Foss. Cross over this road, and there's the Foss barrier. And now we're going to go over a bridge that goes over the Ouse. Another cafe inside that tower of the bridge there, going over Skeldergate Bridge. over the River Ouse. And that's Skeldergate going down there, and we're back to the walls. And I believe this road that it's following is called Bishopgate Street. All the way up these steps takes you up to, it's called Bale Hill. And if you've been walking all the way around so far, you've probably been walking about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, depending on how fast you are. That's Bale Hill there. Down there it's Bale Hill Terrace. Not that side is... can't remember. I think it's the beginning of Nunnery Lane, but I'm not sure. There you go, I've just looked up, it's Price's Lane. Obviously there's a bit of wall being reconstructed there, so at the moment I'm coming around this temporary bit, but again by the time you come, this wall had been finished. Bale Hill. So I'm pretty sure I'm following the path of Nunnery Lane there, the main road on the outside. And if you look straight ahead, that's taken us all the way back up there eventually, back to Micklegate where we started. So you can see the finishing post, nearly done. And this is where the biggest drop is off to the side. So that's quite a big drop there, careful of that one. It's another area where you can go down, back up the other side if you want. And I think we're crossing over where the cars can come through. If you live on the inside of the wall there, residents can come through there and drive underneath. Victoria Bar, I think that one's called. And you can see how far we've come all the way around the Minster. And there's Nunnery Lane car park on the outside of the wall there, to the left, not where we're looking now. So a good starting point, that car park, Nunnery Lane car park. If you're thinking of coming to York, you can stay there and you can do this walk. Basically the route I've done, start at the top of Micklegate, which is very near the end now. Walk all the way around and then you're back to where your car's parked. With the spoons, that's at the top. Punch bowl. And that's Gibson's on our right again. Yeah, as you can see, you can go down there if you want, or you can go through on this one, actually through the Micklegate Bar. And that's Micklegate. All the way back to where I started. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. And please consider subscribing if you haven't done already. I'm hoping to bring lots more videos of York, the Minster, all the other places, all the pubs and restaurants that you can want to visit. Let me know, any recommendations, anywhere you want me to go and visit for you in York. I will be doing a walk down Micklegate at some point as well. This is just the beginning of it. Towards the bottom there's the cobbled hill. Stay tuned.